What's going on, y'all? It's Edge, and welcome back to another video. This is a bad idea, but I'm gonna go with it anyway. So this is a fun one. This is one of my old videos on my old channel, which you're not gonna get to see. So my old channel is this is the newest video on my old channel. So this is from, I believe, the end of my freshman year. This one might have been private or something like that. I don't remember why. I guess just because I didn't think I edited it or something. I don't remember why I didn't just publish it. I could have just published it. It would have been nothing. But, I didn't. This is going to be interesting, though. Because, freshman year me, I've changed a lot. Probably for the better. Because, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. So, anyway, this was actually a video where I decided to predict the 2018 playoffs. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the 2018 bracket for myself. Just to kind of see what happened. I can't find the real bracket. Where's the... Because all these are predictors. What the heck? What the heck? Oh well, I'll find it later. Anyway, what I wanted to show y'all really is the fact that I made this thing. I'm kind of curious to see how many of these predictions I got right, but how much cringy commentary there also is. Either way, let's just get right into the video. I'm sick of... Whoa, 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 whoa. Alrighty. Hold the phone. I sound like a child, and this is freshman year. You tell me it sounded like that freshman year. Okay.
Back to another video.
Welcome back to another video. Man, shut up.
Sorry it's been forever since I've recorded.
Sorry it's been forever since I record. What is going on with my voice? Was I just... what? I just don't understand. Did I really... I don't remember sounding like that. What? Oh, so good. I'm sorry. I had to. It's just...
But, I've been kind of busy.
I've been kind of busy. Yeah,
anyway,
nobody asked, but... Nobody asked. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that.
Playoffs. And for the NFL. And so I'm going to show you my predictions about this.
Okay, so we're going to have... I assume this is the actual, brackets. So Titans, Chiefs, Bills, Jaguars. I know the results of these games because this was 3 years ago, mind you. So I know who, won the Super Bowl that year and everything. I think y'all all knew who won the Super Bowl that year, but, we're just going to go ahead and see.
So we have wild card weekend. We have the Titans against the Chiefs. I really don't see the Titans winning this game. The last 4 games have just been a bust for them. They've just been garbage. So I'm gonna pick the Chiefs. They're at...
Uh-oh. Oh, for one of your picks. Let's go, buddy. All right, let's go. Yeah, what a good start to the video. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, here's the crazy thing. The Titans ended up taking a W that game by some miracle. I don't know what Mariota had. He drank some weird old halftime juice or something like that. He went, and then he was a god. I don't know what happened, but he was a god. So the Chiefs took an L, which is a really dumb L that they shouldn't have taken, but they did. So good for you, Chiefs. Good job losing that one.
At home in Arrowhead.
Arrowhead is tough. I don't know how the Titans won it. Probably just because the Chiefs went, God, they started choking.
You can't win Arrowhead unless you're the Steelers from last year.
Unless you're the Steelers, I love that.
Yeah, I'm picking the Chiefs. I think it's gonna be something like 24-17.
It was close. It was 22-21 or something like that.
Golly, though. I don't know. All right, we have the Bills.
That's buns. 0 for 1 already, though.
I'm gonna pick the Jags in this one.
Got a prediction right. Good job, buddy. That's one out of 2. Good job. Good job.
Because I really don't see Tyrod Taylor doing that much.
He didn't do that much. They scored 9 points. I remember all this because I have too much sports knowledge. I actually don't have a page in front of me. I'm legit just going off my head. The Bills scored 9 points this game. They were hot garbage. But then again, so were the Jags because their offense isn't that great. At least back then, because Bortles. But it's cool. I mean, they're better No, they're not. No, they're much worse now. But their offense is
I see the
still,
defense torturing Tyrod Taylor and
which they
many
did,
interceptions, many turnovers on the Bills
which they did.
side.
Actually, no, it was Nathan Peterman who threw away the game. No, everyone forgets that. Tyrod Taylor left. Nathan Peterman came in for the last 45 seconds because Tyrod Taylor got like a concussion or some kind of injury. I don't remember what happened, but like Nathan Peterman had to step in, and he threw. It was just. It was. Why are you in the NFL, Nathan Peterman? I'm sorry. Peter Meme was just not. He just wasn't ready. Sometimes that just happens. Like, bro, you're just not ready. Okay.
And so I see the Jags moving on.
They did
Close
move
game
on.
because of the Jags have not been playing very good offense, but they're
They hadn't. Hey, I got that prediction right. They didn't play good offense. That's good prediction because I think the final score was like 13-9 or something like that, which the Jags still had a putrid offense, but their defense kept it close. To be fair, the Bills' offense is hot garbo. At least it was back then. Now it's a different story. The Bills actually figured out how to play offense, and they got Josh Allen, and all this stuff happened. But back then, they were garbo on offense. They had a good defense, but that was it. Oh, I didn't want.
their defense is going to dominate.
Defense did dominate.
Falcons and Rams. I'm gonna say the Rams.
Nobody saw that one coming. The Falcons ended up winning that game. So 1-2, or 1-3 now. Can't blame me for that one. Nobody saw the Falcons. Like, literally nobody in planet Earth saw the Falcons winning that game because of the Rams' high-flying offense. It was the first year under Jared Goff really, like, hitting a stride and whatnot. But still, like, nobody really saw the Rams. Like, nobody saw the Falcons rising from the grave like they did because the Falcons just looked kind of mediocre. Like, there wasn't anything good about them. But then they kicked in at a gear and the Rams went full choke mode. So, should have seen that coming. I mean, it's a first-year quarterback. You know, everyone kind of put high expectations on him. Like, it was his first year playing. Like, nobody cut him any slack. But
I would say the Falcons if this was last year, but without Kyle Shanahan, there's been a lot of issues.
there were a lot of issues, and yet somehow they solved it when it was playoff mode, which is literally unlike Kyle Shanahan, who just goes anytime the playoff season comes up. But
Falcons
it's
offense. They haven't been playing the best, and the defense has been playing okay. They've just been playing very mediocre football. The Rams,
Facts.
I mean, you have an MVP candidate in Todd.
I can't get over my voice, but I like my commentary. Somehow, freshman year me actually has decent commentary. So, round of applause for him. 8th grade me, you're...
Gurley.
I'm not
You
talking about
have
that.
Jared Goff has improved greatly, and you have
Wait, the Packers were 7-9 that year, actually? Wow. Haven't things changed? I knew the Cowboys were absolutely awful that year.
Sammy Watkins and so many good receivers.
Yeah, you would have thought they'd
You
do
have
something.
everything you need, and you have Aaron Donald, who's going to torture that offense for the Falcons. So I'm going to say the Rams move on here. Panthers Saints. Now both of the times they've played, the Saints have won. So I could say I could pick the Saints. Yeah, because the Saints defense is going to torture Cam Newton in the offense. And I don't see McCaffrey doing that much with the Saints. Very much improved.
I think
defense.
McCaffrey had a decent
And
game.
the Saints offense, I mean, Kamara, Ingram, Breeze, I don't see you beating that. So I'm picking the Saints.
2 for 4 now. Good job, buddy. I felt like an easy pick. The Saints were going to beat the Panthers, but the Panthers were going to keep it close. It's kind of how I expected it to go. It's kind of how it went.
In Wild Card Weekend. Once we get to divisional, so we have the Chiefs and the Patriots. Now, I know the Chiefs won in Week 1. These teams are way different now.
Facts.
And I
Facts.
really don't see how the Chiefs can pull it off this
Facts.
time. Especially since the Chiefs collapsed against the Bills.
Keep in mind, this is before the era of the Patrick Mahomes GOAT man. Yeah, that dude. Yeah. This is before the era of Patrick Mahomes. Therefore, less good Chiefs.
the Jets,
Therefore, easy
I
dub
don't
for the
see them
Pats.
winning this game. I see the Patriots winning in
Which they did.
by like 10 or even 14 points. I just don't see the Chiefs making any sort of good moves.
Which, it was actually not Patriots and Chiefs. It was Patriots-Titans, because I forgot about the last round. The Titans actually won. And the Patriots bulldozed them. It was a disgrace of a game, like, to say the least. And everyone was like, oh, they're going to keep Mike Mularkey. Oh, he's going to stay. Which kind of was like, yeah, Titans, y'all are idiots. Y'all are keeping Mike Mularkey. But no, they fired him 2 days later. And everyone was like, yeah. And then they got Mike Vrabel. And everyone was like, yeah. And he's doing something. And Now they're back to the same old 9-7, 10-6 Titans that can't get over the hump.
Here.
Still in the
Patriots
same
have
position.
a much better defense.
Facts.
Bill Belichick has apparently been doing something with this nerdy brain of his, so
Nerdy brain of his? What?
I'm sure they'll just end up pulling it off. I mean, I want the Chiefs.
Bro, what are you
to
talking
win,
about? Everyone wants the
even
Chiefs to
though,
win. Besides,
I'm mad at all the
besides-
bandwagon fans. You know, I have to pick the Patriots.
Flight.
Jags and Steelers. Now I know. Also in like week 4 or 5, the Jags crushed the Steelers because of their unstoppable defense.
Don't say
The
it.
Steelers have been playing some really darn good football, almost beating the Patriots. Oh, they should have won.
They should have
The
won.
game against the
Stupid
Patriots,
Jesse
but they did
James.
not. So I'm picking.
Makes me mad, honestly. The stupid Jesse James play where they called it like an incomplete catch, even though he had the ball secure. Like, bruh, he's supposed to be down at the 1, and then they're like, "Oh, it's incomplete. We want the Patriots to win." Man, bro, these refs on payroll. I swear.
The Steelers.
No, it's another L of a pig. Golly. The Jags ended up winning that game. We're pretty much blowing them out the entire game, and then the Steelers made the score look close, which is similar to how that Browns game went. Steelers, y'all can't do anything. Y'all disappointed me. I was already like, oh, the Steelers are good this year. Look at that, they should have beat the Patriots. All this stuff is happening, and then they do this. Classic Steelers. Classic Steelers. Yeah, let's go.
Bees. I don't see the Jags doing anything against the Killer Bees.
The Killer Bees.
And
Oh, this was back in that era. I know I'm acting like it was forever ago, back in my day. No, like, it was like 3 years ago. It really wasn't that long ago, but it's so weird. Like, the Killer Bees are all on different teams now. Like, they just don't exist. Big Ben is old and basically dead to football. Le'Veon Bell, same thing. He's just kind of there. He didn't do crap for the Chiefs. And then Brown is like the third or fourth best receiver on the Bucks. Like,
the Steelers
they're just dead
defense
now.
has not been playing the best. Even though the Jags offense hasn't been playing the best, they still
Facts.
play okay, and I'm sure they'll find a way to win. Saints and Eagles. I have to pick the Saints here. Kamara.
To be fair, Nick Foles looked terrible his first 3 games. He looked like a backup quarterback would. And I was like, playoff Nick Foles, dead. He's getting strangled by the Saints. He's no chance in the world. And it did not end up being the Saints. It ended up being the Falcons because the Falcons ended up moving on. And 6 seed, you got to play 6 seed, 1 seed, that whole thing. But it was bad. Like bad. Like, just not a way to describe how bad it was. It was just bad. Like, now I look back on it and I'm like, dang, Nick Foles is actually not terrible. But, like, back then, before he was proven in the playoffs, nobody thought he was good for anything. So everyone cast him off immediately. Was like, oh, yeah, he's getting throttled in the first round. There was no chance. But
And whatnot. I know
he proved everyone
the
wrong.
Saints
Hats off to him.
were originally not the favorites. The Eagles were, but now with Nick Foles at QB, I don't see the Eagles winning with your backup as your quarterback, with their backup Nick Foles. Nick Foles is not that good, and I just don't see the.
I said Nick Foles ain't that good. That's tough, bro. Nick Foles surprised me. He did. He surprised me in the whole playoffs. That game against Minnesota was incredible, I must say.
The Eagles winning this game with their beat-up offense. I think the Saints' defense will dominate. A lot of turnovers will occur, and the Saints will move on. Rams, Vikings.
Ended up going that way because it was the Falcons too.
This is a tough one because the Vikings.
Saints
are at home
Vikings.
for this game. The Rams have Todd Gurley, Jared Goff, now Sammy Watkins. They have Aaron Donald on defense, who's just a beast. Possibly one of the best players, if not the best player in the entire country.
I think he was ranked number 1, actually. Before he was even ranked number 1, I had already said he was number 1. Let's go. Little me actually doing something right.
Case Keenum has been playing good. That defense has been very dominant, so I'm going to say the Vikings win because of that dominant defense. I don't know how Keenum will do in the bright lights.
The Vikings actually did. Yeah, they did win that game. But it wasn't against the Rams, it was against the Saints, and that was the Minneapolis Miracle game. Which,
but
fill in that for yourselves. I'm not showing y'all the Minneapolis
so
Miracle. It was insane either way.
Championship game, Steelers and Patriots.
Jags and Patriots.
I see the Steelers winning. I see the Steelers making a comeback.
You really bet against the Patriots in the playoffs? What are you, some kind of idiot? Who bets against the Patriots in the playoffs? Are you really that desperate for them to lose that you'll really pick them? You'll pick the Steelers? You're that desperate? No. And that's not what ended up happening. That's the crazy thing.
I know these two teams played a couple weeks back, and the Patriots.
Oh, and that was the whole thing about, oh, what if the Vikings, like, was this back with the NFC Championship? If the Vikings won, they would have played in their home stadium, which would have been crazy. Everyone was like, oh, that's like a 1 in a million chance. Guess what happened 3 years later, guys? The Bucks did it, even though it was COVID, and, like, it couldn't have other people there. They still did it. It was pretty crazy. Like,
Patriots won on a very controversial call. That was... The refs just love the Patriots, just to...
Facts!
I don't think with TJ Watt, I think he's been playing pretty well.
I probably
even
just
though
peaked my audio,
Patriots
bro.
don't have James Harrison. I mean, the Killer Bees are just unstoppable. They're just
Facts.
And
Wait, no, that's not
defense
facts. They got beaten the division. Never mind.
not going to play very well, and I know that, so I'm going to pick the Steelers on this.
Oh, of a
Saints,
pick.
Vikings.
Saints, Vikings. Oof.
This one is a hard
It was
to
the
pick
Vikings and the Eagles.
because the Saints
Because
are
the
the
Eagles
favorites,
beat the
according to
Falcons.
many. But the Vikings, they're at home for this game. Now, if the
This
Saints
was the divisional game, actually. Saints and Vikings ended up being the divisional game. That was the Minneapolis Miracle game.
win this, obviously they're going to the Super Bowl. But I don't see the Saints pulling this off because the Vikings are at home. I still don't know how Case Keenum will do in the bright lights. Even if he doesn't do good, Teddy Bridgewater, he could still.
Holy sh! Oh, I was about to curse. Sorry, guys. But the Vikings were 13-3 that year? Why were they so good? Who were they playing? Like, bums? Like, what did they have? Who did they have? Like, I know Dalvin Cook was decent. Who did they have? I'm sorry, I just don't even remember the Vikings that year. I remember Case Keenum, and that's it.
Play okay.
Like, who did they have?
I
How did
just
they
don't
win
see-
games?
I don't see the Saints winning this game because even with Kamara and them, there's this defense which is just unstoppable.
The blistering Vikings defense. That was like the number one defense in the league that year. That's why defense wins championships. Actually, I think the number one defense was actually the Jags, but you get the point.
At this point in time, so I'm picking the Vikings. I am picking the Vikings in this.
I'm looking down in this win column. Look who's here. The Tom Brady's. Now Tom Brady's. Super Bowl winners. Things change in 3 years, y'all. 5-11. Absolutely awful. 1-5 in their division, too. Yet, somehow this team rises from the ashes because of Tom Brady. See, Tom Brady does so much for a team. Steelers, Ravens. I'm just kind of looking through. Oh, this was the 0-16 season. Look where they've come since then. Look where they've come since then. The Ravens, they also kind of rose to the top. Look where these guys plummeted. They're dead now. They got killed by these. Things change in a year, don't they? Hold on a second. Think about this. 0-16, 13-3. This team ends up beating this team 3 years later. How things change in not 1 year, in 3 years. Things change like that. It's so quick. It's crazy. Jags, Titans, was it 4-12? Oh, Andrew Luck retired, didn't he? Or injured or something. He wasn't around. Texans were buns because of Deshaun Watson getting injured. That was why. They were meh. The Bills, I forgot about the Bills. The Dolphins and the Jets, yeah, look similar. I'm just kind of seeing what's similar and different. It doesn't look drastically different. The Panthers are now kind of awful. Lions, how are they even 9-7? Like, how? The Packers being 7-9, I think that was the year Aaron Rodgers got injured. Maybe. And then the Bears at 5-11. Yeah.
So our Super Bowl matchup is the Vikings at home for the Super Bowl.
Nope. What's funny here is look at this. Technically, the away team is the Vikings, and the home team is the Steelers, even though they're playing at the Vikings field. How broken is that? Yo, that's broken. Anyway, yeah, the Vikings. I don't know what I gotta say about the Vikings. They blew it. They looked awful, like downright awful against the Eagles. In that, so it ended up being Patriots Eagles to fill y'all in. For any of y'all who don't follow the NFL, it ended up being the Patriots and the Eagles, the underdog Eagles that nobody thought would be good because of Nick Foles being quarterback, made it to the Super Bowl. And then the Patriots also made it to the Super Bowl, which like literally everyone saw coming. And I wanted to ignore it because I was a naive little child.
Super Bowl against the Steelers. I don't see the Steelers doing very well. Many false start penalties because of the Vikings crowd. You have to...
I don't think that's the biggest thing. Like, yes, that's a contributing factor, but that is not the defining, like, that doesn't define the entire game. You know what I mean? I immediately was like, oh, false start penalties. There we go. Steelers are going to lose. I feel like I jumped to conclusions on that. Like, I think there's a lot more that goes into a game than just that. Because, yet again, I talked about the Vikings' blistering defense. And yet now I'm just kind of brushing all that off, being like, oh, their offense is going to be bad. Like, yeah, they weren't carried by their offense. They were carried by their defense, primarily.
You have to really put that into consideration because that is going to take place in the game. The Steelers will be really shaky on offense with that Vikings defense. And even if the Vikings offense doesn't play amazing...
Wait, they weren't shaky because they didn't go to the Super Bowl. I really think not in the mood today.
Going to dominate. So I'm picking the Vikings to be the Super Bowl champion.
The Vikings didn't win. It was the Eagles. These guys, the Birds, somehow ended up winning the Super Bowl that year. It still don't make sense to me. I don't know how the Eagles beat the Patriots or like how even they made it to the Super Bowl in the first place. I was happy that they beat the Patriots because I really hate the Patriots. I didn't understand how in the world that team could do that good. It just didn't make much sense to me.
Now tell me what yours is. Leave your comments below who you think is going to be in the Super Bowl. And I will see you guys in the next video.
That's crazy to see. Yo, so much has changed in just a little bit of time. Since then, the most recent Super Bowl, Bucks and Chiefs. The Patriots, it's so weird to see they're like gone now. In a sense, like it's just it's the Bucks. You have to worry about the Bucks because they're the team with Tom Brady. It seems like Bill Belichick's like anything Bill Belichick did has just been nullified because of Tom Brady winning the Super Bowl, which is kind of what a lot of people are like talking about. Like, what's Bill Belichick's worth? If he hits a home run with Mac Jones, we'll see. But it's hard to see that happening. Anyway, that wasn't the cringiest video I've ever seen. Truthfully, it wasn't. I've seen many more cringy videos for me. But it wasn't the type of commentary I would do now. It was similar, but there were just a little things and like a lot of things I didn't take into consideration possibly. I don't know why I didn't upload this. Maybe I just forgot to upload it late because it's on. You see right here, it's privated. I could make it public if y'all want. Get 20 likes on the video. I'll make it public. I mean, 20 is not 20's not that big. They're like 20K. No, just 20. Just I get 20 likes. I'll make it public if you want to see it. I don't really care that much. It's just if you want to see it, then you'll see it. If you just like the video, like, subscribe, do all that. This is the end of the video. Stay tuned. Yet again, I'm coming with more 1v1s. Maybe more reactions like this if y'all really enjoy it, because there's some videos out there that are just really weird for me in 8th grade. If you want to see it, 50 likes on this video, which is like impossible, which is why I'm setting this goal right now. 50 likes on this video, and I react to one of my old 8th grade videos. I'll put it out there. I will do it. I'm a man of my word. If I get 50 likes in this video, but I have to get 50. I won't do it if I don't get 50. 50 likes, and I react to it. I know that's like, oh, these big YouTubers be asking for 50K likes. I'm being realistic here. 50 likes, and I react to it. Alright, thank y'all for watching. If y'all enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Bye.